Have you ever heard of a scam so elaborate that it fooled some of the most savvy professionals in Hollywood? The Hollywood Con Queen is one such story, a tale of deception and manipulation that lured countless victims into its trap. How did a single individual manage to impersonate high profile Hollywood executives and convince industry professionals to travel halfway across the world only to be left penniless and humiliated? What kind of psychological tactics were employed to pull off such an intricate scam? And most importantly, who is behind this notorious con? In this video, we delve deep into the fascinating and complex web of the Hollywood Con Queen scam. We'll uncover the methods used by the scammer, the personal stories of the victims who fell prey to this deception, and the relentless investigation that ultimately brought the truth to light. Prepare yourself for a gripping journey into one of the most sophisticated cons in recent history, one that reveals the dark side of ambition and the vulnerability of those seeking their big break in the entertainment industry. The Hollywood Con Queen scam is a remarkable tale of deception that targeted Hollywood professionals from various sectors of the industry. The scam began around 2013 and continued for several years, exploiting the dreams and ambitions of individuals looking to make a name for themselves in the competitive world of entertainment. Overview of the scam. The scammer, known as the Hollywood Con Queen, impersonated high-profile Hollywood executives such as Amy Pascal from Sony Pictures and Kathleen Kennedy from Lucasfilm. These impersonations were not merely casual, they were meticulously planned, often involving multiple phone calls and emails that appeared legitimate. The Con Queen would offer lucrative job opportunities, promising roles in upcoming films, photo shoots, or other prestigious projects. Victims were often asked to travel to Indonesia for these opportunities. The scammer would arrange their flights, hotels, and even provide detailed itineraries, all of which seemed highly professional. Once in Indonesia, the victims were required to pay various local expenses upfront, such as driver fees, security, and even production costs, with the promise of reimbursement upon their return. However, once the money was paid, the con queen would disappear, leaving the victims stranded and out thousands of dollars. This scam was not only financially devastating but also emotionally taxing. Many victims felt humiliated and betrayed, having been manipulated by someone they believed to be a reputable industry figure. The scammer's ability to convincingly impersonate well-known executives and create a facade of authenticity was a testament to their cunning and sophisticated tactics. Key figures involved. While the scam involved the impersonation of several high-profile Hollywood figures, the true mastermind behind the con remained elusive for many years. The primary suspect in the investigation was Hargobind Tahil Ramani, an Indonesian man with a history of fraud and impersonation. Tahil Ramani, also known by his alias Gobind Lal Tahil, was adept at mimicking voices and mannerisms, which he used to convincingly impersonate various Hollywood executives. Tahil Ramani's extensive network and knowledge of the entertainment industry enabled him to carry out the scam with precision. He utilized online resources, social media, and industry databases to gather information on his targets and their professional backgrounds. This allowed him to tailor his approach and make his impersonations more believable. In addition to Tahil Ramani, several other individuals were suspected of being involved in the scam, either as accomplices or as part of a broader criminal network. However, the investigation primarily focused on Tahil Ramani due to the overwhelming evidence linking him to the impersonations and financial transactions. The scam's complexity and the con queen's ability to evade capture for so long highlighted the challenges law enforcement faced in tracking down the perpetrator. It wasn't until 2020 that significant progress was made in the case. Tahil Ramani was arrested in the UK following a collaborative effort between the FBI and international law enforcement agencies. His arrest brought some closure to the victims and shed light on the intricate operations of the Hollywood Con Queen scam. The Hollywood con queen scam is a stark reminder of the vulnerabilities within the entertainment industry and the lengths to which some individuals will go to exploit others' dreams and ambitions. As we continue to unravel this story, we'll hear from the victims themselves and explore the investigation that ultimately brought the con queen's reign of deception to an end. The Hollywood con queen scam left a trail of devastation, both financially and emotionally, among its victims. These were not just random individuals, but professionals deeply embedded in the Hollywood industry, all lured by the promise of career defining opportunities. Here, we delve into their personal stories and the profound impacts the scam had on their lives. Personal stories. One of the first victims to come forward was British cinematographer Danny, who received an enticing job offer to work on a major film project in Indonesia. The offer seemed legitimate, complete with official looking documents and contracts. Upon arriving in Jakarta, he was greeted by a driver and taken to a hotel, all prearranged by the supposed production team. However, once on location, Danny was asked to cover various unforeseen expenses, including transportation, security, and location fees, which he was assured would be reimbursed. Similarly, actress and producer Jessica was approached by someone claiming to be a top executive at a major studio, offering her a role in a high budget movie. Eager to seize the opportunity, she flew to Indonesia, where she too faced unexpected costs. She was told these expenses were standard and necessary for the production, and like Danny, she paid out of her pocket, believing the promises of reimbursement. Another victim, a stunt coordinator named Michael, received an email from what appeared to be a reputable talent agency. The email detailed a thrilling opportunity to coordinate stunts for a blockbuster action film. The correspondence was thorough, including a signed contract and detailed itinerary. Once in Indonesia, Michael was told that the production budget had temporarily stalled and that he needed to front the costs for equipment rentals and local crew wages. Trusting the professional facade, he complied, only to find himself ghosted once the payments were made. Financial and emotional impact. The financial toll on these victims was significant. Each of them lost thousands of dollars, which for many represented a substantial portion of their savings. Danny, for instance, lost close to $10,000, money he had saved over years of hard work in the industry. Jessica's losses amounted to over $15,000, a crippling blow that forced her to put her career on hold as she struggled to recover financially. Michael's story is particularly heartbreaking. He had invested all his savings into this supposed opportunity, hoping it would be the breakthrough he needed to establish his career in Hollywood. Instead, he found himself nearly bankrupt, struggling to pay off the debts he incurred during the trip. The financial stress was compounded by the emotional strain of having been deceived so thoroughly. The emotional impact was perhaps even more profound. Victims reported feelings of humiliation, betrayal, and a profound sense of disillusionment with an industry they had long aspired to be part of. Danny spoke about the shame he felt in admitting he had been conned, fearing it would tarnish his reputation and credibility within the industry. Jessica described the emotional roller coaster of initially feeling elated by the opportunity only to be crushed by the realization that it was all a lie. Many victims experienced a loss of trust, not just in potential employers, but in the industry as a whole. They became wary of new opportunities, fearing they might be too good to be true. This pervasive mistrust made it difficult for them to rebuild their careers as they hesitated to engage with legitimate offers, suspecting they might be scams as well. Moreover, the psychological manipulation involved in the scam had long lasting effects. The con queen used sophisticated techniques to create a sense of urgency and dependency, making the victims feel as though they were on the brink of a major breakthrough. This manipulation often led to a deep sense of personal failure when the truth was revealed. Victims like Michael expressed feelings of worthlessness and self doubt, questioning their judgment and competence. Support groups and forums became a lifeline for many victims, providing a space to share their experiences and seek advice. These communities were crucial in helping victims realize they were not alone and that the scam was not a reflection of their professional abilities or intelligence. For some, therapy was necessary to process the trauma and rebuild their confidence. Despite the financial and emotional hardships, the resilience of these victims shines through. Many of them have used their experiences to raise awareness about such scams, speaking out in industry forums and media to help prevent others from falling into similar traps. Their stories have prompted discussions about the need for better safeguards and verification processes in the industry to protect professionals from such deceitful practices. The Hollywood con queen scam serves as a cautionary tale about the lengths to which con artists will go to exploit the dreams and ambitions of hardworking individuals. The personal stories of Danny, Jessica, Michael, and many others are a testament to the enduring spirit of those who, despite being scammed, continue to pursue their passions and contribute to the industry they love. As we move forward, it is crucial to learn from these experiences, ensuring a safer and more trustworthy environment for all professionals in the entertainment industry. The Hollywood con queen scam, with its elaborate deceit and numerous victims, prompted a multi year investigation that ultimately led to the arrest of the mastermind behind it. This section explores how the scam was uncovered and the key steps taken by investigators to bring the perpetrator to justice. How the scam was uncovered. The scam came to light gradually as more victims began to realize they had been deceived and started sharing their experiences. Initially, many of the victims felt too embarrassed to report their losses, fearing it would damage their professional reputations. However, as stories of the scam began to circulate within Hollywood circles, a pattern emerged, suggesting a single orchestrator behind the con. One of the pivotal moments in uncovering the scam was when a group of victims formed an online support group. Through this platform, they discovered striking similarities in their experiences, the same executives being impersonated, similar demands for upfront payments, and identical locations in Indonesia. This collective sharing of information was crucial in piecing together the broader picture of the scam. Journalists also played a significant role in bringing the scam to public attention. Investigative reporters from various media outlets, including The Hollywood Reporter and Vanity Fair, began delving into the details, interviewing victims, and compiling evidence. Their in depth articles helped to raise awareness and legitimacy to the victims' claims, which in turn prompted law enforcement to take action. Key investigative steps. Gathering victim testimonies. Investigators began by compiling detailed testimonies from the victims. Each account provided valuable insights into the scam's modus operandi, the impersonated identities, and the methods used to lure and deceive the victims. These testimonies were crucial in establishing a pattern and confirming that the scam was the work of a single individual or group. Tracing financial transactions. One of the most significant breakthroughs came from tracing the financial transactions. Victims were asked to wire money to various accounts, often located in Indonesia. By analyzing these transactions, investigators were able to identify common recipients and follow the money trail. This financial analysis revealed the complexity of the scam, with funds being moved through multiple accounts to obscure the ultimate recipient. Collaboration with international authorities. Given the cross border nature of the scam, collaboration with international law enforcement agencies was essential. The FBI, in particular, worked closely with authorities in Indonesia, the United Kingdom, and other countries where victims were located. This cooperation facilitated the exchange of information and resources, allowing for a more comprehensive investigation. Digital forensics. Digital forensics played a pivotal role in the investigation. By examining the emails, phone calls, and online communications used by the con queen, investigators could trace the IP addresses and digital fingerprints back to the source. This technical analysis helped to pinpoint the location of the scammer and provided concrete evidence linking them to the fraudulent activities. Identifying the mastermind. Through meticulous investigation, the primary suspect was identified as Hargobind Tahil, an Indonesian man with a history of fraud and impersonation. Tahil, also known as Gobind Lal Tahil, was found to have an extensive background in voice impersonation and a deep understanding of the entertainment industry, which he exploited to carry out the scam. Undercover operations. To gather more evidence, law enforcement agencies conducted undercover operations. Agents posed as potential victims, engaging with the con queen and documenting the interactions. These operations provided direct evidence of the scam in action and further confirmed Tahil Rahmani's involvement. Arrest and extradition. In 2020, after years of investigation, Tahil Rahmani was finally arrested in Manchester, UK, where he had been residing under a different identity. His arrest was the result of a coordinated effort between the FBI and UK authorities. Following his arrest, efforts began to extradite him to the United States to face charges related to the scam. Legal proceedings. The legal proceedings against Tahil Rahmani are ongoing. He faces multiple charges, including wire fraud, identity theft, and conspiracy. The case has garnered significant media attention, highlighting the complexities and challenges of prosecuting international fraud. The testimonies of the victims and the extensive evidence collected by investigators are central to the prosecution's case. Industry response and reforms. In response to the scam, the entertainment industry has begun implementing measures to prevent similar incidents in the future. These include stricter verification processes for job offers and contracts, increased awareness and training about fraud detection, and improved communication channels for reporting suspicious activities. The Hollywood Con Queen investigation is a testament to the resilience and determination of both the victims and the investigators. It highlights the importance of collaboration both among the victims themselves and between international law enforcement agencies. The case serves as a cautionary tale and a call to action for the industry to safeguard against such elaborate scams, ensuring that professionals can pursue their careers without fear of exploitation. As we conclude this segment, we reflect on the lessons learned from the Hollywood Con Queen scam and the ongoing efforts to bring justice to the victims. Stay tuned as we discuss the outcomes of the investigation and the broader implications for the entertainment industry. The investigation into the Hollywood Con Queen scam culminated in the arrest of Hargobind Tahil in 2020. Facing multiple charges, including wire fraud and identity theft, Tahil arrest marked a significant victory for law enforcement and the many victims he deceived. The international cooperation between the FBI, UK authorities, and other agencies played a crucial role in bringing him to justice. While legal proceedings continue, the arrest has provided a sense of closure to the victims, highlighting the effectiveness of persistent and collaborative investigative efforts. Lessons learned and closing thoughts. The Hollywood Con Queen scam serves as a powerful reminder of the vulnerabilities within the entertainment industry and the need for vigilance against fraud. It underscores the importance of thorough verification processes for job offers and contracts. Professionals must be cautious and conduct due diligence before committing to opportunities, especially those requiring upfront payments or international travel. The industry's response to this scam has led to increased awareness and the implementation of preventive measures, which are essential to protect professionals from similar exploits in the future. The bravery of the victims in sharing their stories has not only helped to uncover the scam, but also provided valuable lessons for others in the industry. As we reflect on this complex web of deceit, it's clear that the resilience and determination of those affected can lead to positive change and greater security within the industry. If you found this video informative and engaging, please subscribe to our channel and hit the like button. Your support helps us continue to bring you in-depth stories and important updates. Don't forget to share this video to spread awareness about the Hollywood con queen scam and protect others from falling victim to similar cons. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more true crime stories and investigations.